Tighten up, tighten up.
We're going to 54. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 42 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go,
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check tight, check tight.
Here's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
54. Hey, 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 hey.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey,
Here we go.
these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's got his man on the out route. 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ross Dwelly, 46 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, one set.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, Elliott. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. That's it. Mike 5-4.
On third down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. A quick throw here out to Cobb. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Prescott from the gun on third. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
21. Here we go.
At the 23-yard line.
6. On second and 12, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go. We're going to 52.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Watch the slant. Sweat. Hey.
You ain't going nowhere.
Check. We're going to 54. One here.
Kill.
Please take it.
On second and 15 now. Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
Here we go.
A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
At the 19-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Switch it. Come on,
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Here's Elliott. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 74 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things...
And that's caught inside the 35. Garoppolo able to find good one for a big one. 45 yards. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47.
Throwing, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 52 yards. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Prescott from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Garoppolo now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
11. Hut.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Here we go.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch it.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Garoppolo, 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
11.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Hey, gun.
'54's Mike. '54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Lock.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Forbath to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys 40, 49ers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. 30, the 20, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Cowboys 40, 49ers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, kill! 47, 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Forbath, the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check. 21. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm going to run you over. I got you.
Mike 54 is Mike. 12, fellas. Here we go.
54.
Five.
Ball.
Mike 54.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gold with the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Looking deep for Elliott, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Just heavy on the edges. Check 52.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches